My name is Tanya and I'm going to tell you about Russian participles. The participle is a special form of the verb because it combines the qualities of the verb and the adjective. For example, it has tense, it has aspect and voice, the qualities of the verb, and it has case, number, and gender, the qualities of the adjective. As you probably know, we use adjectives to talk about qualities or features of objects. But if we want to talk about certain qualities that depend on an action, we need to use participles. There are four types of participles in Russian. Let's look at the first type, the present active participle. It derives only from imperfective verbs because it refers to an action which takes place now or repeats. And in order to form, the easiest way to form it is the following. We need to take the third person plural form of the verb. For example, I have the verb делать, and the third plural form of this verb will be делают. Then I need to remove final t, and I need to add sh plus the adjective agreement ending. If it's masculine, then it's I. If it's feminine, it's aya. And if it's plural, it's ие. And so I have делающий, делающая, делающее if it's neuter, and делающие, делающие if it's plural. So I have four forms of the present active participle. And in English it will be doing. I am doing, he, me doing my homework, or him doing his homework. But in Russian, делающий, студент, делающий домашнее задание, студентка, делающая домашнее задание, студенты, делающие домашнее задание. The next type of the participle is the past active participle. It expresses the same things as the present active participle, but only in the past. And in order to form it, we need to look at the verbal stem in the past. So I have the verb, for example, читать, to read. In past, it's читал. So the verbal stem ends on vowel. That's why I need to add vsh, and I get читавший. Again, I add the agreement endings. Читавший, it's masculine. Читавшая, feminine. Читавшее, it doesn't exist, but anyway. And читавшие, plural. And if the verbal stem ends on a consonant, then we need to add only sh. For example, нести, to carry. In the past, it will be нес. Then we form the past participle, несший. Нес plus sh and plus the adjective agreement ending несший. And the next time, the present passive participle. It also derives only from the imperfective verbs, as it refers to the present or to the action which repeats. And in order to form, again, the easiest way to form it is to take the first plural form of the verb and for example, читать, читаем, мы читаем. We take this part only, мы читаем, and we add the adjective agreement endings. If it's masculine, читаемый, if it's feminine, читаемая, if it's neutral, читаемое, and plural, читаемые. And for example, газета читаемая, книга читаемая. And the next one, the last one, it's the past passive participle. So the past passive participle is probably the most common participle. It's probably the most used participle, but as well it's the most complex one. So I'll give you just some examples and some ways of forming some of these examples, because not all of them, there are more. So let's look again, this one, the passive past participle derives only from imperfective verbs, because it refers to an action which already happened. So how to form it? If the verbal stem ends on vowels, we need to take this verbal stem and to add double N. For example, прочитать, прочитанный, and again we need to take the adjective agreement endings. If the verbal stem ends on consonants or E, we need to take ен and to get, for example, изучать, изученный. But some words we need to remember. For example, забыть, to forget, забытый, which is forgot. Which is being forgot. Открыть, открытый, and закрыть, закрытый. I hope that I explained to you how participles function in Russian. Of course, I did not give you maybe all information, but at least I gave you some ideas on how to identify them and what to look at when you have to deal with participles. And now it's up to you, and you need to make some research and use grammar books in order to practice it and to be able to use them in your everyday speech, in your writing or oral speech. So, but I hope I gave you some ideas and some principles on how to identify them again and how to use them. So see you, and I hope I'll have next videos soon.